we need some music on in the background. Let's see if I can find some. Alrighty. Not really expecting anyone to show up to this one, so if you're coming at it non-live, welcome and thank you for your time. All right, today we're doing something a little bit different. Today I'm going to do some Fallout. It's been ages and I do love Fallout. So today we're going to be doing this, and while this is drying, I'm going to be doing Tyke from Pine Hearts. He's going to have an entire diorama. I haven't started it yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Right. This is going to be stupidly easy. This is literally just going to be some silver dry brush. So I've got my silver. Oh, hey Tony. I'm going to guess you're about the only person that is going to show up to this one. So welcome in. Thank you for spending your time. Just going to dry brush this, and then while this is drying, I'm going to start on Tyke from Pine Hearts. The devs kindly sent this to me. The STL file, so I'm super pumped to do that for them so they can see it all finished. Nico? Are you confused because it's not Dinkum? It's not a cozy game? Is that what's happening? I've got this cool stand as well. Needless to say, I wouldn't go waving this around outside. This is for my Fallout shelf. I've got the the bomb as well. And I'm going to put them together once I move. I'm going to put them on my shelf. This is a little stand for it. I might have to shorten a little bit. I feel like it's too high because it's not actually made for this blaster. It's made for something else. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to Dremel it in somewhat to get it to go where I want it to go. We'll see. Might be okay. YouTube does crazy things to your head. Dirt, grime and rust. Yes, I will be rusting it up once I've dry brushed it. For sure. It's got to look a bit sort of manky, doesn't it? Got to look a bit manky. It's from Fallout. I'm just going to do the whole thing, including the grip, because it's easier. Oh, I can't believe how, I can't believe this print, to be honest with you. Printed in one piece. Came out like that. Crazy, crazy. Never seen anything like it in my life. So good. I'll drop the model into the description for anyone else wanting it as well. Crazy, like crazy. It looks nice for a print, right? Yeah, I honestly, I was stunned. I actually left it overnight. I know you shouldn't do that, but I did because it was taking like 12 hours or something ridiculous. And in the morning when I got up, I went through to check that it hadn't turned to spaghetti. And there was a full blaster sitting there. And I was like, what the? Crazy. Crazy awesome, but crazy. can see the detail in it starting to come up already. Look at that. Isn't that mad? Look at all these. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Bonkers amazing though. Bonkers amazing. Oh, Angelie, you're awake. I thought you'd be well asleep. Can't even see the layer lines. Tony, I did sand it, and I did putty it as well. So that has helped. There are a few. I couldn't be bothered. It always happens. I couldn't be bothered. If you spent your time, there'd be no layer lines at all. You can probably see. You see there? There's some layer lines. Yeah, if you had the patience that I do not possess, you could get it perfect. But I knew this was just going to sit on my shelf, so I wasn't too fussed. How are you all doing anyway? That weekend, it seemed to just come and go. I wish I could have some music on, guys, but I'm worried about YouTube being a dick. So I haven't put any on. Dry brushing is just the best thing ever, isn't it? So easy. Still looks so nice, right? It's definitely the, since I've had my printer, this is the one that's blown my mind. I even brought it out to Tracy when it was finished, and I was like, I love Printy so much. Look at this amazing thing it's done. So good. Still can't believe it, to be honest. Yeah, it's definitely going to need some grime and grunge and stuff thrown on it as well. Because Fallout. Where did that weekend go, right? Where in the world did it go? Once you fiddle with the settings, you can get it to your liking. Oh, the settings. Honest to goodness. Yeah, it's a thing. The settings, it's a thing. They could definitely be better than what I've got them on, I know that. The tree supports are massive. I'm wasting so much filament. But then when I had it less than that, it was turning to spaghetti. So I got some really cool filament for my birthday, Tony. It, you know that filament that looks like it changes color in the light? I got that, and I got a, like an almost a bubblegum color, but it's got yellow and green and blue all through it. So as you're printing, it sort of swirls into different colors. It looks so cool. I think I'll be printing Angelie a nice yarn spinner out of that once my filament runs out. I think it'll look really pretty. Dry brushing, guys. Dry brushing is just the gift that keeps on giving. Look at that. I know the light's not very good, but it is coming up. It's starting to look pretty cool. Pretty prints coming soon then. Yeah, I think I'll do a couple of the yarn spinners for my two daughters, Angelie and Amanda. And then I'm not sure because I find the fun in 3D printing from me anyway is this bit. I like the finishing. I like the painting. And obviously you don't need to paint that stuff because that's just how it is. You print it and you box it up and send it. Got to stick it in there at that screw head. I would have just hit it with chrome. Yeah, well, I've got tutorials on my in my old videos, Tony, how to do the two different kinds. How to do this kind, which is my preferred kind, even though it wrecks your arm, and how to do the kind that you're talking about, which does look nice. But I like this because it looks more like you've a blued metal, which is what guns look like. So that's why I always prefer doing it this way. I mean, unless you're looking at a chrome gun, they generally are blued. They're not flat chrome, as I'm sure you already know. Yeah, so that's why I do it this way. I find it to be a little bit more realistic. I've got the gym this afternoon and I'm not going to be able to lift a damn thing after doing this. There, took off print lines. Can you see that? It was the stringy stuff. You know, the stuff that if you start to pull it, don't pull on that thread. That was the stuff there, so I just puttied it in. Do not pull on that thread. Oh, my babe. She's stuck in meetings today, guys. Bless her. And then we've got the gym this afternoon that I just mentioned. Oh, I can't believe how good this print turned out, though. I even brought it out to Tracy, and I was like, oh my God, look at this. She was impressed as well. She was like, what? That screw is eluding me because it's so deep in there. See that? I mean, I'll be painting over this in brown, but see that bluing? That's why I like it. So nice. 10mm is meant to be stainless steel in the game. I still stick with the bluing. I still like it. I like the aesthetic. It'll be much more silver than this. This is only the first round of dry brushing. It's probably going to take me hours. I'm not going to do it all on a stream. My arm would be wrecked. Yeah, it's going to look a lot more silver than what's happening here. I'm sorry if you can hear that drilling going on. It's been going on for years, directly underneath this apartment. Makes it hard to concentrate. I like the hammer on this. It's so wide. Can't say I ever noticed that in the game, but that's obviously what it looks like. Crazy. There's many layers to paint, right? Many, many layers. Yeah, the other bad thing about dry brushing and not just spraying it like you said, if there are layer lines, they are going to pop out of this like anything. Yeah, dry brushing brings up every freaking thing. So it ain't the best if you've got a dodgy print. That's for sure. Love it. And it's so easy, like literally anybody could do this. One of my most watched videos on my channel, I think it's 40,000 views or something, is me dry brushing a steampunk blaster. And it just went off. Somebody posted it to Reddit and that was it. And then what do you know, within a few weeks, on all the Nerf blaster places, the same thing. People found that very useful, and I didn't have any monetization on that video, which is a bit depressing. Oh, this print is so good. Just love it. Catman, pew pew. Do I like Blade Runner? Tony. We're cut from the same cloth, buddy. Of course I like Blade Runner. Of course I like Blade Runner. Although, I will admit, I have not watched the new one. Was it Ryan Gosling that was in that one? I loved the original. Rick Deckard. Yeah, the blaster out of that was on my list of things to print. I did a really crappy MDF version one time. Like really crappy. And I also did a crappy Nerf version. But I'd love the actual version. That is a sweet, sweet blaster. The design on that one. going to be doing a Blade Runner pistol video or a live stream? Well, I will be there. I will be there for that. I love the design of that blaster. It's so freaking cool. What's it called? Is it a PK? Is it a PK1? I can't remember, but the design on it's so cool. So cool. Yeah. Props to the props department for that one. Yeah, it's funny. I am a gun nut, right? I used to be a member of the Pistol Club, but I'm a gun nut for design. I don't think anyone needs to own a gun, like a real gun, unless you're on a farm and there's wild animals. I don't really get this. I have to have a gun in my bedside drawer. I don't get that at all. Like, how scared do you need to be of life to have a gun in your bedside drawer? But it's just my opinion. People are entitled to do what they want, as long as it's legal. I mean, I couldn't take this outside and wave it around. I'd get arrested. It's called a replica. You know, the weird thing about the gun laws in Australia is, Tony, there's a store in one of the shopping centres we go to, and you can buy replicas in there, full, like Colts, all the big names, Browning. You can buy the replicas, which are just non-firing full metal pistols. But you're not allowed to paint a Nerf blaster this color. Like, there's literally no sense. It makes no sense to me at all that those shops can sell those when they look like the actual gun. Full metal as well. Like, if someone waved it in your face, you would not have a clue. Always baffled me. The last pic of me, I was holding a high-power sniper rifle, which should still be in the 9 News archive. Oh, Replicant. It's called the Replicant. Really, I thought it was called the PK something. The Replicant. Yeah, the art design in Blade Runner, the original, I'm assuming maybe in the other one, it's just superb, wasn't it? So nice. Nailed it. Nailed it. This is why I like dry brushing. I'll show you in a second. You know, you were saying if you spray it chrome. If I spray it chrome, you lose all the detail of the highlighting on edging. That's why I like it. Do you see that? And these? And after numerous coats, that is going to look like metal. That's why I bother doing this. Doing it this way. Each to their own, though. I'm not trying to say your way is the wrong way. This is just my preferred way of doing it. I like it. Oh, we need a firearms license for a replica. Not those replicas. You can literally walk in and buy them. I know this because I asked the lady. It's ridiculous. Knives and guns and all sorts in that shop. I say that shop, there's a couple of them in different shopping centres. It makes no sense. Oh, look at the edge coming up. That's so cool. Not down here in Vic. Yeah, well, that's right. I thought it was the same everywhere, Tony. I mean, the Queensland Nerf rules are if you're painting a Nerf blaster, you need to leave a certain percentage of it orange if you intend to use it outside. That's why it makes no sense. Tracy and I used to be members of the gun club. We had a little spate where we quite enjoyed that. Shooting at targets, not anything that looked like a living creature, needless to say. Targets. We've got a friend in the US who's he's an odd character. He's a hippie. So he's a total hippie. He believes in, like, you hold a crystal, it makes you better. He's working on a time machine at the moment and a water purifier that works through the power of quartz crystal. Very much the hippie. This guy, he's the Charlton Heston type. You'll remove this gun from my cold, dead hands. He's, some of the guns that he fires are ridiculous. Like, I don't even know what caliber. 50 caliber? Like, full-on sniper rifle, needs a tripod just to stabilize it type. It's so funny because he is such a hippie, but he also believed that Obama's name was Barry and that he was born in Africa. So who knows? Who knows? He's a character. That's all I know. Print lines, all of the print lines coming up to say hello. Orange tips mean nothing here. I went to jail for painted Nerf guns and gel blasters. What? I need to know that story, Tony. That's crazy. 50 cal is a mini cannon. 1-to-1 for ages. Yeah, the thing that he fires looks like a kind of like a sniper rifle crossed with something else, and it's got the big you know, like the muzzle diffusers and things on the end. Massive, massive thing. Like you can't fire it standing, put it that way. You need to lay down with it. Like, each to their own, but really, does a human need to own that? No. This will look better once this is painted, because that's just looking cray right now. Print lines. Hey, a little dot. Dot dash. Dot 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 dash dash dash. Print lines battle damage, right? Yeah, I guess if you had a really bad section of print lines, you could just gouge it out and say it was battle damage for sure. Let's hit this bit here because this is going to look cool, I think. You can see it's starting to come up now though, can't you? Can you see that? Is the light hitting that? Starting to come up. Look at that detail. It's even caught these little nubs. Can you see those? Crazy, the detail. Love it. That's what you're doing with your armor. Playing post something. Sorry, Dot. The Streamlabs emoji is cutting off what you're saying. Any of my Dinkum friends that log in now and see me doing this are going to think I've lost my damn mind. Really need to get a little brush in there for those holes. I reckon we could make them look super cool. Post shift. A Dinkum pistol. I don't think James would ever put a pistol in there. Mind you, he's not afraid of a little PvP, is he, with all the weapons that are in there, so who knows? He's got a bow and arrow in there. I think Dinkum's on sale at the moment. So we should be seeing some new people coming into it, hopefully. Oh, that is looking so nice. Don't screw it up, Angela. Do not screw this up. Sometimes I get too excited and then I forget to get the silver off this, and I go like that, and that's it, done. You've ruined it. You've ruined it. Start again. The end of the Fallout TV show was pretty exciting. I won't say what it was, obviously, but I was like, ooh, that's where we're going, is it? I see the direction you've taken. These are just super cheap acrylics, by the way. I think I say that in every paint stream because I can't afford the big schmancy ones. Because they're stupid for dry brushing, you would just go through them. Would look wicked to drop some metallic blue in with the silver, then do another layer of silver on top. Yeah, well that would make it look like a brand new bluing, wouldn't it? That would look pretty cool. You might make a spud gunner or a dunny roll gun. Oh my god, if you made a dunny roll gunner, I think Angelie would have conniptions. Oh my goodness, she would love that. Looking forward to the next season. Me too. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. I finally started on the new season of Doctor Who during the week. I'm not sure. I'm not there yet. I'm not sure about it. I know that guy's a great actor, right enough, but I don't know. Sometimes Doctor Who gets a little twee. I like it when it's a little bit more serious. Oh my god, she would. What do I think about the new Doctor? Like I said, he's a great actor. I watch him in Sex Education, so I know he's a good actor. I like the new companion. I'm going to give it my 3-episode rule before I say anything that'll come back to bite me in the butt. It wasn't not enjoyable, I'll say, but I'm going to wait and see. It was a bit silly. I hope they don't kidify it because it's on Disney, put it that way. Because some Doctor Who episodes have got a really good, deep story, you know. Got all those print lines, look at them. Even with the putty, they're coming up. Damn it. Damn it. This side needs more. Please don't shoot me. Dot. I would never. It's going to sit on my shelf next to my Fallout bomb. You have to do all of this before we start on the grip. Might be another day. I feel there's a lot more layers to go. I think the new season of Doctor Who is a bit camp. Not just the Doctor, the whole... Yes, yes. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of camp, but it can be overdone, can't it? That detail on this blaster is so flippin' cool. Printed out a stim pack. Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw there was a stim pack model on one of the sites that I was on as well. Hey Lily, welcome in. Something a little different today. Don't be shocked now. Don't be shocked now. It's just a 3D print. It's going to go on this little stand when it's finished. Little Fallout stand. It does say Fallout on it. I just need to paint it. It's going to go on here and on my shelf. Oh, you enjoy a bit of a painting stream, Dot? It's very relaxing. And then I will obviously edit it down to nothing and put it on my 3D print channel. Because it's fun while you're chatting, but watching this at normal speed without the chat would be super boring, I would imagine. Just looked in there. Is there a support in there? Is that what that is? Oh my goodness, there's a support stuck in there. Look at that. A little tiny tree. It's lucky it was printed in black. When did you learn to paint? I used to paint Nerf blasters, Dot. If you go right back on my channel, you'll see them years ago. Just for fun. I can't actually paint. If you asked me to paint a picture, I wouldn't be able to do it. Garbage. Oh, look at that. Can you see that? It's coming along. It's coming along. You like it. You like it a lot. Mrs. G's costume is almost ready, but mine is still way off. So no costume for this weekend's Comic-Con. Oh no. Have you not got like a backup costume, Tony? How are you today, Gigi? A little chilly here. Feels like 2 degrees. Spark. Brr. I think I've still got the aircon on. Good old Queensland, eh? Warm, warm, warmest hot. That's our temperature. I am sweating at the moment. Maybe my aircon isn't on. The supports like to hide, right? The ones along here, Tony, underneath this line. I had to use a little file to get them out. That needs repainted too. What needs repainted? What needs repainted? I'm happy with how it's coming out. Just, oh, it was such a good print, guys. Such a good print. Like, honestly, I still can't believe how good the print came out. I took the supports off and they just snapped off real easy. And there it was underneath. I was like, what is happening here? Full blaster. And the printer put it together for me because it was in 2 parts. And it just popped up and said, do you want to join them? And I was like, sure, I'll join them. Let's give it a go. And it worked. I joined them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Bloody brilliant. I really want to hit these with some, I'll probably do it with my finger. And then the fun bit, we'll be putting some brown and yellow and stuff on it to make it look gungy. Oh no, your backup costume needs repairs as well. Is that what you're saying, Tony? That's a bum. Ah. A cooking stream. Dot, that would be the worst thing I could possibly do. I'm not a very good cook. Risotto? Spaghetti? What else am I quite good at? Shepherd's pie? That's it. I suck. Get in there. Did we get this side? Yeah, we did. We'll leave this here for a minute and start working on something a little cuter for a minute. Actually, that's dumb because then I'll have to wash my brush. Oh, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I'm trying to go across the print lines, Tony, to try and dissuade them from popping up. All these here. Let's get those circles. You can see them a bit, but I guess when it's on my shelf, you're not going to notice them. Come here, we can teach you to cook. Jersey does a lot of that on his Jersey Games. He does a lot of that on his channel now, a lot of cooking. He's diversified his content. He used to be just dinkum. Now he does cooking, he does sing-alongs, he does any cozy game that's hot at the moment, he does. Cool guy. If you're not subscribed to him, subscribe. Sure there'll be something on his channel that you enjoy because he does so many different things now. Is that hole not deep enough? Oh, it is. See how chunky it is in my hand. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Battlestar Galactica blaster. That's another one that I want to print off. That's this. It's got a sort of similar aesthetic to that. That was a damn good show. If you've not seen it, by the way. The remake of Battlestar Galactica. Bit of a soft ending, but damn good. And Caprica as well, the spin-off. That wasn't terrible. That had a few good learning moments in it, given how AI's taking over everything at the moment. I feel like it's not catching that edge as much as I want it to. It's because it's in the way. It's quite hard. It'll look nice with a wash over it. Ooh, Battlestar. So I take it you watch Battlestar, Tony. Such a good show. Oh my God. One of the people that was in that show's a right loony now. Like a flat earth loony type. Nikki Klein, the girl that played Callie. She was in that, you know, that NXIVM cult with the girl from Smallville. She spouts also. I used to follow her on Twitter, and she started spouting all sorts of absolute nonsense, and I was like, me out. Me out. Oh, I reckon we can take a break from this soon and get on to our little buddy over here. Just need to do this back bit. Yes, I can see how bad those print lines are there. Can't do much about it. Oh man, they are really bad. I did not notice that. Dry brushing will bring up every fault. That's okay. Battle damage, Tony. Battle damage. Looking blue. Let's give that one a little break. I'm not even gonna wash the brush. I'm just gonna leave it. Usage marks. If it's sci-fi, you've watched it. Babylon 5. Did you watch Babylon 5? I bet you did. I bet you did. Right, let me just find my picture of this little guy so that I know what colours he is. I saved one. He has a red hat. Just leaned in my paint. Okay. Ooh, that is so runny. What brush? What is this one like? That is done. That is garbage. That's what that one's like. This one. Even Andromeda. I started watching Babylon 5 because I was big into the Amiga computer at that time, and apparently the intro to it was made on an Amiga, so I started watching it. I'm pretty much the same as you, Tony. If it's sci-fi, I've probably watched it or tried to watch it at least. I could have done better with the print lines on this, guys, but I have failed. I'm quite bad at art in the sense that if I say like this guy, I really want to get it finished, so I don't take the time. Like, you could have spent days on this getting it smoother and whatnot, but I don't. I'm like, I just want to see it done. And then I've undone myself basically because I've not put the time and effort in that I should have done. Tony, you seem to be the opposite of that. You seem to put in all the effort and all the time. I get very impatient. I'm wondering if I should have painted this white first so that it popped a bit more. Once we move, these things will be much easier because I'll be able to spray paint better. Because I do feel this little guy would have looked better if he'd been white. Like a white undercoat instead of grey. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. Who is this little guy? Spark. This little guy is called Tyke, and he is from a new game called Pine Hearts. There's videos of it on my channel. I played it all the way through, start to finish. Highly, highly recommend. Don't watch the videos. I can't believe I'm telling someone not to watch videos. Don't watch the videos. If you intend to play it, just play it and enjoy the story. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, don't spoil the story. Such a lovely, it's one of the best cozy games that I've played. I was going to say this year, but I would say of all time. Just got me right in the feels. So lovely. And easy. Relaxing. Relaxing. I mean, to the point where there was a bug in the game and it didn't let me do the last level. It crashed and then I couldn't get back in. The gate was shut. And usually that would annoy me no end. I'd be like, I paid money for that. I can't believe blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, you know what? It's so good. I'm not even going to be mad. I'm just going to wait for the devs to put out a bug fix and be happy. And they did within a few days. And I finished it yesterday, Saturday. I finished it on the weekend. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to turn this little guy into a diorama. So I'm going to make his little backpack and I'm going to make a little bench for him to sit on because if you see his legs are sort of sticking out, so he needs something to sit on. Doing woodwork to slow down and concentrate. Do a good job all the way through. Yeah. See, I'm more of a hurry. Yeah, just play it. Don't watch the videos. It's freaking adorable, honestly. The devs did an amazing job. Yeah, really impressed with that game. Really impressed. That's why I messaged them and asked them for this figure. I was like, that deserves some more. That deserves some more video on my channel. What can we do? I know. There's that stringy crap that I was talking about there, Tony. You see that? but it'll be covered because he'll be sitting on a seat. Z support gap. Is that what that is when it comes out all stringy like that? Because the gun's the same, the blaster's the same. So if you know what's causing it and you want to help me get rid of it, drop it in Discord because it is annoying. Little Tyke. Little Tyke, my little buddy. Oh, he's so cute, guys. He's so cute. I'm going to make his little bag as well and lean it up against the seat. Because he wears a little backpack, but the model doesn't have it on. I've got some fake grass that I saved in my junk box. I think I'm going to make that the base. At the base of the diorama. Should be super cute, guys. Cozy, cozy. I need to finish Rymanora's little model as well that I printed off. I'd forgotten about that. That would have been an easy one to do today. Look how cute he is. Stop it. Screenshot your settings. Cheers, Tony. It's actually your settings that I'm using, so unless you've changed them. How fine I'm printing. Whatever the standard was that it came with. I have not messed with anything. Way too scared to do that. Way too scared to do that. I forgot to put water in my water box. I'll be right back. Now, what does this little guy look like again? Cream, blue. I need to wait for that to dry, so I can't do that at the moment. So let's pop him aside. Let's pop him over here. Let him dry off. Back to the big boy. How much more blue does it need to be? I have got a screenshot of the actual blaster. Try and keep me right. It's pretty black. It's pretty black, the blaster. I think we could hit it with the brown now, and other than doing the edging, I feel like it might even need some inking to bring up the black a little more now. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Do I bring brown in? Nope. Nope. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go and grab some brown paint. It may take me a minute because they're all everywhere. Got some coffee run. Oh, you lucky bugger. I wish I had someone to get me a coffee. It's a very dark brown. I think I might dry brush it once it's settled on there type thing. Any wider brushes, or will I just go with this one? This one looks great. We'll go with this. This is when spray paint would look a lot better. Try and keep it flat from the brush strokes. Sorry there's no music or anything. I don't want to get in trouble. If I could have music on, I'd be listening to Billie's album. Billie Eilish's latest album again, because it is absolute banger. Absolute masterclass in music making. Absolute banger. Nice and relaxing. What has happened there? That's weird. I'm genuinely at a loss for what happened here. If anyone's lurking, by the way, welcome to my channel. I am usually playing games, but I paint now and again. Usually things out of games. Cherish your eyesight while you have it, folks. That's all I know. Nice colour for the grip. Yeah, I might lighten it up. I might make this the undercoat and then dry brush it a lighter brown. It's got some nice edging on it. So quiet. The drilling has stopped underneath me. Thank God. I'm looking forward to when we have to move, because it means that I will have things set up where I don't need to drag out all my paints and things out of a box from outside. I'll just have them sitting there. Make things so much easier. Yeah, I think I'll definitely go over this with a lighter brown. I think it'll make it pop a little bit more. Definitely. Both sides of that. Nope, missed a bit. Hey AJ, welcome back. I thought you'd gone back to bed. It's coming along. It's coming along. very dark. That there so that it's leaning up the way and not messing up what we just did. Oh, it's good having a dedicated area. Honestly, Tony, I can't wait. So the plan is I'm going to have my own office. Tracy will have her own office. Obviously, hers is more important. But I'm going to have my own office with all my board games and crap all in there so that it's not like taking over the house. And also my own computer will be all neatly set up, because the problem in this apartment is my desk is very small. And it's not got any gap at the back. It's built in, so all my wires and everything are just it's a debacle, and I like things to be neat. So it drives me crazy every time I sit there because it's just an absolute mess. So Tracy's going to fix it all so that we can't even see the wires. We're going to get like a little under desk hidey hole thing. I'm really looking forward to it, and obviously I'll have the garage. So my thought is I'm going to set up my painting area in the garage, and then the office will be separate, because I don't need a huge area for painting. I mean, I'm using this little tiny area here. So one little table, and then all of my junky bits in the storage section of the garage. That's the plan. That's the plan when we eventually move. And Tracy's going to get her Tesla wall charger put in so that she can just plug it in. Plug it in at home. Too bad I couldn't make a nice desk for you. Oh, I'd just ruin it. Oh, you mean my indoor desk? You know what I'm going to do? I'm literally going to buy an IKEA desktop and do it that way. Nice cheap one. Because the move's going to cost us a fortune. So I won't be getting anything schmancy. Will you be able to stream from the garage? Yes, I'll be able to stream from the garage. My idea is I'm going to set up, like, I've got this light here. I'm going to set that up in there. This tripod that I've got on a very wobbly thing at the moment, this thing. I'll set that up so it's more stable. And then I just need to bring my camera out and my laptop out to the garage. And the good thing about the garage in our old house is it's air conditioned, so even in the summer I'll be able to stream from there if I'm painting. Look how cute Tyke's coming along. Look at him. He's adorable, guys. Stop it. Just stop it. I might paint him all this color so that his pants pop when I pop his pants on. What do you reckon? He's so cute. Moving is so expensive, right? That's why we're trying to cut corners. Trying to cut corners at the moment. Living here is damn expensive. That's all I know. Absolutely balked how expensive it is. Honestly, don't know how your average person can afford to live in Brisbane. Absolutely bonkers. All right, let's see if this looks a mess. Now, if I paint this on, it looks an absolute garbage mess. I'm going to spray paint this another time. His backpack didn't come on the figure, but Angela, I'm going to make him one. So the idea is I'm going to make him a diorama, so it'll probably be this big. He's going to be sitting on a little seat I'm going to make. The backpack will be leaning against the little seat. And there's going to be a sign a little wooden sign. I've already printed it off on my little mini printer. I'll get it. So I've printed off the sign. This is going to be in the little wooden sign. I'm just going to cut that out and stick it in so it'll be next to him like this, so that we know what it's from, and then I'm going to pop him on my shelf. This, by the way, I don't know if this is any use to you, Tony, or not. This is my printer. We don't own a printer. This is literally the only printer we have. This thing is a godsend, and it's stickers. So this is, you can peel this off and stick it on. I use this all the time. If I'm making little props that have things that are too detailed for my old eyes to be able to paint, like I wouldn't be able to paint that. It would look a mess. This little thing's amazing. You basically take a photo on your phone of whatever it is, and then open the app and print. Done. And it doesn't use ink, it uses heat. So you buy these little packets of the photo paper, pop it in there, and that's it. Just plugs in with the USB. I love this thing, so good. Never seen one of them. It's called a Canon Ivy printer. Or Canon mini printer, I guess. Don't forget the book. I know, try not to say too much, Angeli. We're trying not to spoil it. But yeah, I've actually got a photo. I've got a photo on this laptop here that I'm reading your comments on, of that book. I'm going to make that book as well. I might sit it on the seat next to him. Oh, it's going to be adorable. I'm hoping it all works out like how it looks in my mind, because it's going to be adorable. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. This is the bit I'm worried about. A light color, hand brushed, is probably going to look garbage. But here we go. If it does, I will literally sand it back, and then I will spray paint it when the time comes. Yeah, I'm thinking brush strokes just ruin a thing. They ruin a thing. I'm going to paint his eyes as well. I guess if I did really thin coats and multiple coats, it might not look so bad. Maybe. Oh, I just love this game so much. Like, even though I finished it, I want to go back and 100% it, because I missed one bloody quest in the game. I need to see if I can find it. It was a treasure hunt or something. I have no idea how I missed it. I felt like I was being very meticulous when I was playing it, but apparently not. So flippin' cute. So AJ, are you working today? Because if you want to play something later, I'll play with you. If you need help in any whatever game. Still not sure how I feel about these brush strokes. Maybe when we move I'll actually get my airbrush working. Never could get that thing to work. It's always clogging up. Bought super expensive airbrush paints for it as well, so that it wouldn't. It's still clogged up. Can't wait to see. You're not sure now? That's okay. Let me know how you're feeling later. I've got the gym at 3, but once I finish here, some chores to do, and then if you need help with anything, let me know. Concentration. Been stuck in Parlia, yeah. Well, if you need help in Parlia, I do have that game. Just not very good at it. I feel like the brush strokes might be okay if I do like multiple layers. Because at the moment the grey's shining through and it just looks a mess. So I'll give it a try, and if it looks terrible I'll sand it back. And I'll just have to wait, sadly, to finish it. So many plushies to get. Can you get multiples of the one? Like, can you get 3 of one plushie? I assume you can't give them to your friends anyway, can you, in that game? I think that was what people were complaining about way back. You can't share things, can you? You can't share the plushies or the furniture. Yeah, that's weird that they've done it that way. Oh, the bottom of this figure is just terrible. Oh. Glad he's got dark coloured pants on, because there ain't no covering that up. He'll be sitting on a seat. Sitting on a seat. Look at that. There's that horrible print stuff. Fill it with acrylic. When all else fails. I should have painted the entire thing this colour, and then his hat would pop more. This doesn't really matter because no one's going to see it anyway. Be underneath. Yes, I'll try and do it as neat as possible though. His little stick legs. Ah! Stop it. Just stop it. Is that? No, that's actually part of it. It's okay. It's okay, little guy. What have we missed here? Wasn't he wearing a light blue top? He is, yeah. I'm painting it all this color, Angeli, so when I put the colors on top, it'll pop more. I should have done that with the hat. The hat's a little dark, but I didn't. Yeah, he will have that. You can. I can't share the plushies or the furniture. Oh, is Tony thinking of getting back into Parlia? Is that what he's saying? We can all play together. Always wanted to try an airbrush, right? So did I. I think I've still got all of my old airbrush paints in our garage at the old house. The I don't know if you read the Parlia updates in the last few weeks, Angeli, that they've fired like some ridiculous percentage of their company, which doesn't bode well for the future of that game. I think it's like 70% or something of the devs that made Parlia just fired. You're out of a job. These stubby little legs. So freaking cute. So cute. Do not get that on there. Get up and running and then sack the workers. Yeah. Pretty poor though, isn't it? Pretty poor. awake enough to get some Cocoa Pops. Tracy did the groceries yesterday and she brought in the biggest box of cornflakes I've ever seen in my life. Bloody massive. She said it was only $1 more than the tiny box. I was like, well, that makes sense, but where are we going to put this thing? It's literally sitting on the floor in the kitchen. There's nowhere to put it. Too big. Oh, I hate brush strokes so much. I wish I could spray paint my little friend. I wish I could spray paint you. If it still looks as bad as this and a few more coats, I'm going to call it, and I'm going to wait until I've moved and can spray paint, because he looks a hash. Looks terrible. I want him to be super cute. Mrs. G did the same thing. Got to get your bargains where you can get them these days. Gots to get the bargains. Oh, geez, I missed an entire section. I feel like the brush strokes are getting a little bit better the more coats. So we'll see what happens. Oh, my little pal, I think I'm going to have to sand you back. Jeez. You can sit and dry for a little while, my friend. Dab for texture. Yeah, he's a very flat little character though. I guess I could give that a go. I washed that one, didn't I? Yeah. Oh gosh, I missed an entire section. I need a smaller brush. Sorry, now I'm off camera a little bit. I'm just trying to see with my old eyes where I've screwed that up royally. I bet I did that on the other side as well. Let's check. Yep. Did not see it. What cereal did you buy? Are you talking to me, AJ? It was Tracy yesterday. She did the shopping. She came in with the biggest box of cornflakes I've ever seen. And she said, this was only $1 more in the tiny box. So she bought it, which is great, but it literally won't fit in the pantry. Massive. Oh, bump, bunk. Just this bit. Still not sure what happened here. Must have got white paint on it. What a numpty brain. That's done, that's done. Speaking of texture, Tony, could be doing with some on that. 700 gram box. Do you know what? I don't know how big it is. If you're desperate to know, I'll go over and have a look. This is a big box. Big. Holy crap. 890 grams. Kiki is adorable. I think Kiki's the quieter one, right, out of the two. Right, let's do another coat of brown on this baby. He is a love bug. The cornflakes were from Woolies. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to definitely hit the edges of this with a lighter brown. Probably umber or burnt umber. No, this is burnt umber. The next one up is a regular umber. Just to bring the edges up a little. Once that dries in. I haven't done, the only things that I've done, Angela, are the things that you know about. I've been a bit slack. It's very time consuming doing this, and then trying to obviously keep live streams going on my channel as well. Yeah, I haven't. I have bookmarked a few for you and Amanda though. Like on the 3D printing page that I use, you can bookmark them into collections. And I've got friends and family, and there's some Critical Role ones in there for you and Amanda. I can't remember what they are. I could look while this is drying and tell you what they are. Oddly enough, I think now that I think about it, one of them was a gun. One of the characters have a gun? Sure, there was a gun. Okay, let's pop this back here to dry. Do not lean it on anything. Yes. Percy has a cool pepper box gun with the names of his enemies on it. Let me have a look and see since we're waiting on those drying. I'll tell you what exactly I have bookmarked for you. Nope. That ain't the page. Oh dear. Hiccups. Ain't nobody want hiccups. Let's see. Collections. Oh, I bookmarked something last night for you, AJ, just because it reminded me of you when I saw it. I'll see if I can put it in chat. I was literally looking through like the newest prints or whatever last night, and this one jumped out at me, and I was like, I got to do that for Angeli. See if it'll let me put the link in. No other cool guests at Comic-Con? Well, Tony's going. You can meet Tony. Right. What else did I bookmark for you guys? I bookmarked a thing called a calcifier just because I thought that was super cute. I think it's out of, is it out of Stardew? It's out of something. It's like a little flame. That thing there. Oh, that's Legend of Zelda. Maybe it's on Thingiverse I bookmarked them. They all look like things for the kiddles. Let me look on Thingiverse. It might have been Thingiverse. There's definitely Critical Role stuff in one of my folders. My collections. Stuff for family. Let's have a look. Another page. It's none of those. They're all for kitties. Where the heck have I put them? Maybe I've put them in. Oh, here's one. Here's one. Legend of Vox Machina, Percy's Pepper Box. There you go. That's one that I've bookmarked. And it says for A and AJ. That wasn't the only Critical Role thing though. I've obviously put them in the wrong bloody folders. That's a Critical Role folder that one's in. Very specific. Cthulhu, Chibis, Animal Crossing, Tabletop Role Playing. Maybe I've put them in here. Let me click and see. Legendary Chest, is that from Critical Role? I've clearly mixed things up into the wrong things. But anyway, yes, I do have some Critical Role stuff bookmarked. I just need to find where I put them. Studio Ghibli. Oh, I've got other Ghibli stuff bookmarked as well. I saw one on the weekend that I bookmarked somewhere, and it's a cat in a bag, and the cat's like peeking out of the bag, and I thought of you for that one as well. Yeah, if ever you see something you want me to print, just let me know. Or print and paint even. Yeah, the pepper box looks amazing. The problem is not all prints are equal, shall we say. Like this one here, this Fallout Blaster, it turned out so nice. Some others, not so nice, you know? Not so nice. How dry are we? How dry are we, Tyke? Are we dry enough? No, we're still sticky as. We're still sticky as. Oh, the calcifier is. GG, make an STL. I don't know how to do that, Tony. You need to teach me. Get your bloody channel up and running. Come on. Teach me all the good things, Tony. Teach me. Maybe I should start on the rest of Pine Hearts. I will be right back. I'll be right back. I got to grab a couple of things. back. We back. Thinking that one's too fat. I'm thinking this one's okay. These might do for the legs. Please tell me my blade's in here. Please tell me my blade's in here. Oh, dang it. My blade ain't in here. Is there one in here? Nope. God damn it. The woodwork, it's literally just balsa wood. Just literally balsa wood. I need to go and get my blade. Not the one I was looking for, but I found a blade. It's going to have to do. Famous last words. Oh, I'd love to have a huge workshop where I could actually try some carpentry. That would be amazing. You're so lucky. Really? That's not loose enough to get you out of there? Are you stuck in there forever? What about this one? Ha. Ho ho, ha ha. Hee. This one's looking pretty good. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Do a little bit wider. I want to cut through to my thing there. Pow! A pow! No, it would have been better. Scissors. Scissors. At least this one's along with the grain. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Standing by the first aid box. You know me very well, Angela. You know me very well indeed. Very well indeed. You know that's a possibility. This one. Doesn't need to go all the way to the front. Let's do it to here. And another. Two. Glue and glue. One on this side, one on this side, and that'll help support the back. Yes, we're building on the fly. We don't know what we're doing. We're just doing whatever. We're just doing whatever. Is this gonna come out all goopy? Yes, it is. That's okay. We can deal with goopy. We can deal with a bit of goop. You know what? Let's use this. Assuming it's super glues any chop. Sorry, I'm doing it off camera, aren't I? The air has hit that already. I've never had super glue do this before. It's dead weird. Not that I'm complaining. It's much easier to put on than the runny stuff. Never had it go like that before. Okay, we're in a little bit and we are back. The way back. Yep. Building on the fly is the best, right? I mean, it's cheap balsa wood. If I screw it up, I just bin it. Just going to have a look what the bench actually looks like that he's sitting on. I've saved a picture. Where's the picture? It's pretty flat actually. There's not a lot to it. It's crazy. It's even got a flat back. I guess we may as well stick with that. May as well. How high off the ground is it? Not very. Let's go double. One. Tony's watching me and he's going, what the hell are you doing, Angela? That is not how you cut and measure. This is going to wobble like mad. It's on the fly, Tony. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry, my friend. Don't worry, my friend. It'll be okay. It's like, it won't be okay. They're all the wrong size. Oh, gosh. The super glue, it's turned to like a gel. Usually it stays runny, but it's like a gel. Dead weird. Now I've got silver paint all over me and I don't know where it's come from. I think it's actually the dry brush. I think it's actually the dry brush sort of residue. It's all over my arm. Yep, that's what it is. Crazy. It's okay. We're building this, so it doesn't really matter because we need to paint it anyway. Where are the legs on that picture? Let me go back. Just in each corner. I could actually fit them in the corner, but I'm going to put them in the middle. Why, you say? Why not, I say? Back leg will actually give more structural support to the back. So that's pretty good. Is that flat? Yeah. There is gel super glue. Yeah, I know. I just buy the super cheap one. I just buy like the one in the junk shop. So it's not gel, it's just watery as heck. But for whatever reason, this one's turned to a gel. It's dead strange. I've used a lot of super glue and I have never seen that happen before. Poke this with. Can I pokey? Yes. Why you not come out? Oh, it came out. It came out all right. Hey, oh, that's all right. And the back. This is the back. And for whatever reason, back is just flat. I thought it actually had little I thought it had little things on it. But it doesn't. The back doesn't look very high in the picture either. Let's do it over the height of this to save us measuring it. Drop that down a little onto there to give it a bit more support. Cute. He's sitting on his little seat. I feel like his legs are very short though. Maybe we should cut the legs down on it. Although I do have to add pins to push it into the base. Let's have a look at this and this. Short legs like us, indeed. Indeed. Short legs like us. Stay in that crease. Do not move. Thank ya. Perfect. Hey Geo, welcome in. Just working on a little Pine Hearts thing at the moment, and also something from Fallout. Whilst trying to peel super glue off my hand. Because I lent in it. Like a muppet. I lent in it. Okay, I think that's about the right size. His back's right up against it. We need to make the little book and the sign. Sign I was just going to make out of foam. Like, let's just do a little practicey one. Oh, I really need my, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this. I need my actual cutter to do this one. Yeah, it's already split. I mean, I could try, but I feel like I'd be better off with the cutter. Sandpaper over my hand. I've never done that. Oh, I've glued many a fingertip together, AJ, many times. Oh man, that is a lot of super glue. What a loony. Okay, how does this look up against the green? Let's give it a little look-see. I think it's going to look cool. This is the green that I've got for the base of the diorama. So it's actual like grass. This will be on it. He'll be sitting in it. It'll have his little backpack here or here, and then the little sign off to the side. I feel like it's going to look pretty cute when it's done. Delta. Welcome in, Delta. I know, shocking. I'm working on a blaster today. What the heck? I'll give you a look in a sec. I'm also working on this little diorama of this game that I've been playing with this little guy. So that is going to be his, that'll be his base, the grass. And it'll probably have like a lip around it as well, so that the grass sort of goes down around the lip. How long did it take to 3D print him? I think he only took a few hours. The blaster, on the other hand, I left that overnight. That was a big one. But this little guy, he didn't take that long. He was a few hours. This is the Blaster Delta. It's coming out all right, isn't it? It was such a good 3D print. Came out of the printer pretty much like that. Sweet. And I've got this cool stand for it as well. Although it sits really high on the stand, I'm thinking of lowering the stand so that it's more where I think it should be. This stand isn't made for this blaster, it's made for a different one. So that's why the legs are so high. I 3D printed this, yeah. It's from Fallout. Pew pew! Nice print. I've just finished painting it. I've still got some more silver to do, and I'm going to do some light browns on the edges of this to make the grip stand out a bit more. But it's looking pretty sweet. Underneath's a bit dodge. That's where all the crappy print lines were, but you're not going to see that on the stand on my shelf, so I'm not too upset about it. It's looking nice, real nice. That was a good print. I'm going to print, we were talking about it earlier, Tony and I. I'm probably going to try and find a good Deckard print and the Battlestar Galactica Blaster. Because I did have the Battlestar Blaster, but I think I ended up selling it when we moved. And that's what this reminds me of. It's a little chunky little monkey like that one. So that's that one. And the other one is this little guy, but I'm not happy with the brush strokes on him. 3D printers are cool, right? This one is anyway. My last one was a bit more hard work. But this one's so everything's just so easy, so easy. It's crazy. All right, let's see if we can get rid of some of these brush strokes. I'm not overly happy with how he's turning out. If after a few layers the brush strokes are still really crappy like that, I'm going to sand it back and spray paint him. But I can't spray paint here, so it'll be months before I can do it. Because I won't be able to do it until I've moved. It's a little bit annoying, because I wanted to push it out while the game was new. I mean, they are going down slightly with each layer. Maybe it's just going to take some time. His pants are a darker colour, so I'm not worried about that. It's his skin tone that the brush strokes are annoying. His little tootsies, because I think his little feet might be flesh coloured also. I need to look at the picture again to make sure. How you doing anyway, Delta? I haven't seen you for... Well, that's a lie actually. You did pop in the other day, didn't you, into the game stream? Amazing talent. Not really, Geo, but thank you. Dry brushing is the easiest thing to do. So that blaster, any idiot could do that. This I feel that any idiot could also do, and probably better. But I appreciate the positivity, of course. The brush strokes do seem to be getting less the more we've gone over the grey. So maybe it will be doable. I hope so. I don't want to have to wait to spray paint it. I really want it done. It's like I was saying earlier, I'm very impatient when it comes to things like this. It's why I never take enough time. I should actually take a longer time than I do, but I'm like, I just want to see it finished. And then I skip steps, and it would look a lot better if I did not do those things. Ugh, brush strokes. Why? Why? Mostly working chasing photography. Getting better at photo edits. That's a good skill to have. Okay, we need more flesh, or whatever this is called. Antique white. Shouldn't call it flesh because not everybody's flesh is this color. Yes, the paintbrush is glued to my finger. Oh. At least I can't drop it. Ow. Still not sure. Still not sure. Oh, what are your deliveries, Tony? Tell us the good stuff. Let us live vicariously through you, because I know it's going to be something freaking cool. Angela brush hands. That would be a good cosplay, wouldn't it? Edward Scissorhands, but with brushes. A CNC machine. Wow, that'd be epic if it was. That is expansive. Not really cool. Just a new desk mic and some heat transfer vinyl. That's pretty cool still. So what's the vinyl for? For doing decals for your builds, for like your armor and stuff? I used to use a lot of water slide vinyls, not water slide vinyls on my Nerf builds, but they're only really useful if you've got a light colored background. But man, they're so cool because they don't leave any rim when you put them on. They're just flat as because they're so thin. Love. I'm going to do the bottom again just to try and fill in these horrible, horrible print marks. Not that it matters because it'll be glued to the seat that we made. But I may as well try and make it better than it was, regardless. There, that looks better. Even though we won't see it, we know it's there. Still waiting for my pedestal drill to show up. What is that? The HTV is for wild. Oh, you're making hoodies? Is that what that says? Have you got a Cameo or anything like that, Tony or Mrs. G? I had a Cameo that I imported from America years and years and years ago. Before they were like massive here. You can just get them in Spotlight now. And the power was the wrong voltage, and I plugged it in and poof. Hundreds of dollars down the toilet right in that very moment. I feel like it is starting to cover up the brush strokes with each layer. So I'm going to keep at it. It's never going to be as neat as spraying it, but I feel like we can get there with something passable. A huge industrial floor drill? What do you need that for? What's a Cameo? What are they called? Cameo here in Australia? They're like a vinyl cutter. So you put your vinyls in, put your design into it from your phone or your computer, and then it cuts out whatever it is, and then you can stick it on. But it also does TV prints now. You can do the t-shirt prints. You can do those on them as well now. You can buy the special shirt paper, and it will adhere to it with an iron. They sell them in Spotlight. You can get a tiny one called a Cricket, and then there's the big one. can get all types of like vinyls for it as well. Like every color you can think of, color changing ones, glow in the dark, and the t-shirt, obviously the t-shirt ones as well. Cool machine if you can be bothered like learning all the ins and outs of it, for sure. 12:30. I am going to do this for another few minutes and then I'm going to have to get going because I've got other pressing things that I need to do today that aren't fun. Put that there so I don't lean in that glue again. I think that was a pretty good stream. That blaster's coming along something sweet. Let me I'm thinking not even paint this, you know. I'm thinking this looks pretty great as it is. I might just get my acrylic pen out and do it and see what it looks like. Let's have a look. I've got white. I don't have any yellow, but I could do white and then paint it yellow, I guess. If something's sticking out, this is my go-to. If you had a mini roller, you could just roll over it. There we go. This is just paint, by the way. It's a Posca pen. So it's essentially a paint pen. If anything is raised and it needs to be a different color, these are great. I'll probably do it yellow. There we go. That's for the blaster. But as I said, these are too long. I'm going to need to work out a way to cut them down. Yeah, I 3D printed the stand as well, Geo. It's the wrong stand. It's actually a stand for a different blaster. So I'll see if I can get it to... It looks like this, if I can get it all on camera. It sits in it like that. That's way too high. I want it to sit more like this. So I'm thinking of trying to cut them down. The problem that I'm going to have is they're actually made to fit in the base, and it's a circle, and the actual thing is a square. So I'm going to have to Dremel it down and hope that it's solid in the middle. Otherwise, obviously, my other option is I will do these and I will just shorten them in the printer software. That might be the easier way to go, and just reprint them, because they didn't take up a lot of I don't need to change the stand, I just need to change these. So I suppose that's not a lot of printer stuff to waste. And they're a super quick print as well, because they just come off like that. Easy stuff. Nice. All right. Let's just have a look-see and see how we're tracking with this. We've got our base for the pine hearts. We've got our bench for the pine hearts. He's on the way. Got to do his little backpack and the book. Got to do the sign, which I mentioned earlier. If you're making props or anything like that and you need stickers, this thing here is amazing. It's just a printer, a photo printer, and you just go in through your phone and it pops out here. Actually, no, I can't show you because I'm using my phone. Yeah, it just pops out there, and then it's a sticker. You can stick it on things. So this here I'm going to be cutting out, and it's going to go on the Pine Hearts sign on the diorama that we're making for Tyke. And I think that's everything. I still wonder if I could do that sign with that piece, but it looks a bit crappy. I want it to be good. Don't cut corners. Don't cut corners. Don't be me. Right. I'll probably do a little bit more work on the blaster offline, and then I'll put pictures up when it's finished, of course. Because not a whole lot left to do on that one. Just dry brush a bit more brown into the grip and work on some of the edging. That's it. A balsa sign. I could do a balsa sign, couldn't I? That might be quick. Tony, you're a madman. You're a madman. That would be quicker. That would definitely be quicker. Now I'm like, ooh, shall I just do it now before I go? Probably. I could probably do it now. I mean, how easy is it going to be? Really, it's just a frame, right? It's just a frame. Do not cut yourself. Have I ever cut myself live on a stream? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. It was bloody sore. Would look more natural. Cool printer, please don't tempt me. It wasn't overly expensive, that wee printer, but the printer cartridges or pieces that you put in it, I think it works out to be like 40 cents a print, so that is quite expensive. By the same token, it's awesome because you can easily make someone an album. Like I made Tracy an album out of it one year for Christmas, and you just peel them off and stick them in, and then write whatever it is underneath, which is pretty cool. God, I wonder what that noise was in. It was creeping me out. I've got this. That's going to be too wide. I wonder if I could print directly on. Could I measure that with my eyes? I need to not. I need to not. What can I lean on? This. That's better. Don't mess with me. And a little bit extra. Yes, I'm aware I could cut through the grass, but it's a big long piece. I've got plenty, so I'm not too worried. That does not look square. I kind of like that it's a bit rough there. That's cool. That'll look cool at the back. Nice call, Tony. Nice call. And round it in a bit as well, like the one on the thing. That's cool. Much easier to round in as well. Cheers for the idea. I just shouldn't be rounding it in until I put the frame up, because I'll need to round that in as well. Too clever, Tony. Too bloody clever. Is this thicker than this, or is it the same? Because if it's the same, it's the same. I can use this as scrap. Perfect. Perfect. Love it. Oh, that one went a bit squiff. Just going to check the measurements on this because it looks a little off. 10. It's weird, it's not. How is that possible? It looks so off. Nope. It looks like it's on an angle. You know what? It doesn't matter because, like Tony said, it's going to look, it'll look more rustic, which is adorable. I'm going to glue it as I go. Where's that rough bit? I wanted that at the top. I feel like it looks better that way. Yeah. Okie dokie. Where's that brush that I threw away? That might be easier. I know it's all over the shop, but I'll be sanding it anyway, so I'm not too fussed. Just need to make sure I get it close enough to the edge. Smoke and mirrors, my friends. Smoke and mirrors. Come on, glue, get on there. Yes. I'm going to cut an extra one of this because I feel like it went in at the bottom, and that's just going to look dodgy as. Turn it around. Yep. You're a clever man, Tony. Thank you for the incredible idea. So much easier than fanning around with foam. I kind of like it with the bits sticking out though. Maybe I should leave it like that, so it looks like really badly handmade, rather than sanding it all back. I mean, I can sand the corners so they're rounded, but the other bit, I kind of like it. kind of have to do it across the top though. Otherwise it looks silly. I'm not gonna do that at the bottom. I'm gonna leave the bottom. I'm gonna leave the bottom, guys. I think that I think it'll look cool if I leave it. I'm gonna stick this on the back. Paint his clothes on him. Yeah, I'm going to paint his clothes on. I'm going to paint all these as well. So the bench will be painted. This sign will be painted. Yeah, I'm not going to leave him necky. Like he's in a little necky, a necky club. That would be funny though. Pine Hearts Adult Edition. He's in a necky club. There we go. May as well paint this now since I've got the brown out. Dark brown and then dry brush over it. Just going to sand off these little rough bits. Not all the way because I like it, as I said. Just enough. Love it. I like that bit there where it broke off as well, because like Tony said, it's going to look more it'll look more natural. Cute. All right, have we got any of this brown left? Is it all? Oh no, we've got some. Let's go. Let's go. This was an unexpected addition. And yeah, I know it would have glued better to just the balsa, but I'm painting the entire thing because it's just easier to dry brush. Those little connecting bits are going to look cool when it's dry brushed because they're so rough. Love it. Tony, love it. Maybe he visited a necky beach in Pine Hearts. Well, he might have. He might have. Pine Hearts had a lot of unusual characters in it. I wouldn't be surprised. Like painting a lollipop. Oh, I love how rough it's going to look at the back. Look at that bit. Oh, it's going to look so cool. I should have maybe picked off some more. What we were saying about doing things on the fly. And the drilling's back. Gosh. Okay, another bit done. Oh, hey, Christian. Oh dear, I feel like by the time Christian comes back, we're going to be finished. Oh, I should have... Erg. Should I just paint this as well? Whilst we're here. It's so flat. I really want to give it some texture. What were we saying about just doing things on the fly? Sorry guys, I know I said I was going to go, now I'm still here. Let's cut that piece out. If I do the back, I'm going to have to do the back, which makes me think I should just leave it. None of your packages have left the state? Not that I'm aware of, Tony. I haven't seen anything on the news. Time is it? 1:03. Okay, I can stick around for a little bit longer. Got all loose bits off it. That was just me watering it down to make sure I get it in all the little cracks that I've made. Otherwise, it might not. What is it you've ordered, Tony? Anything cool? Oh, the big drill that you've bought. What is the big drill for? I assume it's for woodworking, is it? Over prop making. I've got a big giant drill press, but I was saying to Tracy, when we move, I'd really like to sell all my big tools. I've got like a band saw and a scroll saw and all that, and buy some micro tools just for space, and also because everything I work on now is soft. I'm not really doing any routing and woodworking. So I don't really need the big tools anymore. Be happy with a good little scroll saw, I think. Which I've also got. Sticky fingers. Is that done? No. I know it's a rough hatchet job, but it's the dry brushing where it'll neaten up and come into its own, hopefully. If not, didn't take very long to build. We can build another one. Right, I'm definitely going this time. Leave these things to dry. Very bench-like. Yeah, it's like a wide bench, but it needed to be wide because he's got a big bum. A big necky bum. It is a bench in the picture. Very flat, like it doesn't have any of the cutouts that I've just done. I just want it to look a little bit more wood. Okay, that is the stream done. Thank you so much, Tony, and I know Angeli was here at the beginning as well, for staying, and Geo for popping in, and Dot popped in. I can't remember who else. Christian popped in, of course. That's it. I hope you found it interesting. This is just, I'm so happy with this one. That is going to look so cool on my new office shelf eventually. Tyke's coming along. I'm still not sure about the brush strokes, but we'll see. His little bench is coming along. His little sign is coming along. I've got the grass for the base. We need to make his little teeny book and his little backpack. And I'm going to lean that against, glue it to here so it looks like it's leaning against the bench when it's finished. I'm going to leave all my art stuff out, so there might be another art stream this week. We'll see how we're tracking, see what pops up. Thanks for a wonderful stream. Thank you for your company, everybody. I really appreciate it. I am going to go and get myself a coffee. That's what I'm going to do. As my new outro says, appreciate you. Appreciate your time. And I'll catch you on the next one.